Renforshort, how are you this morning? Oh wait, what time is it where you are? Where are you?
It's not morning. I was gonna say it's 3:00, but I'm great. I'm great.
How's your day been then?
It's been good, but I haven't really done much. I was just watching Fear Factor. Like for some reason, like the water challenges, because they really, really make me anxious. But I was just watching them before, and now I'm like,
are you afraid of being submerged in water?
Like, oh my God, it's my biggest fear, and the confined spaces. So I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I don't know.
Oh boy, you should never go swimming with sharks then. You're like when you get stuck in one of those shark tanks.
No, I can't with sharks either. I hate the ocean.
Oh my goodness. Are you in Toronto at the moment?
Yeah. I'm not. I'm in LA.
Okay, so by the ocean. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
More of a lake girl then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I really wanted to start talking about your songwriting, because I think a common theme across all of your work is just how straight up you are. And for example, like your new EP, Off Saint Dominique, it starts with "Wannabe," and the opening lines are, "All you want to do is cocaine, play guitar, think that you're Cobain." And then you just go on this riff of just like calling out someone's clout chasing bullshit. It's so cathartic just to like kick it off on that note. Is that like, has this honesty always been something easy for you?
Oh my God, no. As a person, I'm like a different person than I am a songwriter. So as a person, I am very quiet. I'm very like to myself, and I will never, ever confront anyone about anything because I'm scared of confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
And my song, so that's what makes my songwriting so like, I think venti and true, because there's so much that's built up inside of me that I have to say, but I'm honestly just too terrified to say it. So I just put it in a song. Like, guess who this is about. This is what I was thinking this whole time.
Does "Wannabe" about someone specific?
It's honestly about like just a group of people. It was when the whole e-boy thing was really popping off on TikTok. I wrote this song a while ago, and I was like thinking of all these people who are e-boys on TikTok, and I was
bleaching
like, okay,
their hair. Yeah,
I was like, you do your thing, or like just like acting like so punk rock or like grunge, and they just are little babies. And I'm like, you're just doing this, and like that's fine. If this is what makes you happy, do it. But you don't have to put on such like a hard exterior and like think you're better than everyone else. And I think that a lot of the time that came along with that aesthetic. It just like happened, and whatever. It was just what I was thinking, and it applied to people in my real life as well. Just, not even just that, like paint your nails, but whatever, like that whole thing, whatever. It's more just like to visualize or like picture this person, but this person is also just in life a poser and acts different around everyone. It's like when you're with someone and you're like, wow, when you're talking to this group of people, you're so different than you are when you're talking to me. And that really pisses me off. So
yeah, I call those people chameleons, because I'm like, you just match your personality to whatever's around you. Social climate chameleons. Oh
yeah, I do that too.
Do you feel like since the rise of TikTok, there have been people in your life who have drastically changed to fit that sort of image? I feel like nowadays I can walk down the street and recognize who's watching TikTok a lot, just simply because of what they look like.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've done that. I think TikTok has been like a really great thing for people like discovering themselves over the pandemic, because people are on TikTok all the time. So I would never judge anyone for dressing or looking a certain way. Obviously, it's just that song is about like attitude. But yeah, I've changed the way I did things because of TikTok. Like I
same
crystals now, and I never had crystals before, and I I don't know. It's just I dye my hair certain ways because I've seen them on TikTok. Like it's been really helpful for style and fashion and all
Life
that stuff.
hacks,
And
yeah.
yeah, and I think that's a great thing. But yeah.
Yeah, and then off the back of that, you've got virtual reality straight after. So just trying to get people off their phones. Was there a certain incident that made you realize that you needed to look up, or that the people around you need to look up, or was that just a sort of a mounting pressure?
I think it was like just over time. It was,
yeah,
I
particularly
always,
after lockdown.
yeah, exactly. I always knew, but as like the pandemic, you know, progressed and just kept going and kept going and kept going, I was like, wow, I wasted so much of my time pre-pandemic just chilling on my phone doing nothing. And you know, while you can regret things, it's kind of bad to like dwell on them. And I was like, okay, instead of dwelling on this, I'm going to write a song about it, because I can be upset about this, but there's nothing I can do about it. And I just know for the future, when this whole lockdown thing is over, I do not need to stay in my room for days and weekends and not go out and just watch YouTube. Like, I don't need to do that anymore. So that's kind of what that's about. It's like,
yeah, getting escapism, but in the proper sense of actually going and escaping, not on your phone.
exactly.
I love that. I don't know if you're kind of similar. When I was a child, whenever I'd lie to my parents, I would always feel super sick. Like I was just never good at it. Was that ever a case for you?
This is a bad thing to say, but throughout like middle school and elementary school, I would lie to my teachers all the time.
What
And
about?
I was honestly not the best student. Like I always did well in school and I was always like, whatever, but I went through this phase of like angst and rebellion at a young age. And I just
Teenage
really
angst. We wrote a whole EP about it.
Actually, elementary school angst. I like went through this period of, you know, rebellion and just like wanting to not be there, because I went to a school that honestly sucked and the teachers were mean and it wasn't a good environment for me as a kid. And it was just very small classrooms and whatever. So I would just lie all the time because I got in trouble a lot, because I'm not saying it's all their fault. It was my fault too. I was a horrible student, but I would like leave class for 40 minutes at a time and said I had to go to the bathroom, and I just chill in the library, and I'd have to come up with lies. So I would just lie all the time. And my friends were like, "You're a really good liar." And I was like, "Ooh, thanks." But I'm not anymore. I'm a horrible liar. It was a talent I had as a young person, and I don't like lying. It makes me feel bad. And in that case, it didn't make me feel bad because they were assholes, to be honest, to be fair.
On the record, everyone, her moral compass has changed now. Yeah, she's not so compulsive liar.
Yeah,
I've grown up. But you had a really creative childhood outside of school. You were doing like musical theater, music. You have two brothers who are super musical as well. What was like a standard day at home on the summer holidays?
It was summer. We would go up to my cottage or I'd go to camp. But
I love that people, particularly people from Toronto, have cottages.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
It's such a big thing.
Yeah, my parents have had our cottage for like 25 years, and it's the same old cottage. We go to all the time. It's great. I love it. But it was mostly on the weekends after we'd like finish dinner or something. We have in our basement like a whole setup, like a bunch of guitars, drum sets, like everything. We would all just jam and like for our parents or if we had guests over. And that was really fun. I was like, it's something we still do now when I'm home, and it's just a nice, like, I'm like, oh, this is where music isn't my career. It's where I can just do whatever I want and like, you know, have that just fun time with my brothers. So.
Oh, that's really sweet. Are they pursuing music as well?
No.
Okay, what do they do?
They're in school. They're really smart. They're like geniuses. So we'll let them do that. But
Teaching you the music theory, isn't that right? You're learning music theory at the
oh my
moment?
God, no, they're not theory geniuses. None of
Oh,
us are. Oh my God, I hated doing theory.
but you
No
guys all
theory.
speak Mandarin, right?
Yeah, I'm also the worst at Mandarin
Okay.
because I quit. But I can still speak it a little bit. A lot better. They're like
Oh
fluent.
my God. Oh my
Just,
goodness. Tell me about your relationship with Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park.
yeah.
That's got to be epic.
Yeah. Oh my God. He is the best. He's like a mentor for me. I've actually been in with him in the past few days. We just like, he teaches me so much about like music making and like just like the industry, because as someone who's been in the industry for obviously a lot longer than I have, he teaches me a lot, and he's like the sweetest person ever and just so talented. And I'm really lucky to have someone like Mike Shinoda in my life. Like that's something I'm so, blessed to have. So
He'd
yeah,
also be someone good to look up to for like staying relevant and like because Linkin Park have been around for years, decades.
yeah, yeah. And like he still kills it every time. So gotta give it to Mike Shinoda.
Tip is out. Tip your hat, I should say. Who else has
Yeah.
been in your inbox?
Honestly, I'm like a lot of people, and that's like cool. Like a lot of people have like reached out to me or like even just followed me, or I'm like, wow.
All right,
Like
I'll cop it. Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here right now? And that's pretty cool. There's like some crazy people, but
I'll have to
yeah,
go
I
stalk
don't
your
know.
followers list.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few. I'm like blanked out right now because I like go crazy in the moment, and then I like it's the craziest thing in the world. Like on my birthday, like Louis Capaldi followed me on Instagram, and I was like,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday, I guess. Like, what the hell are you doing here? Like, how'd you get here?
That sucks for
But
your family because they like would have prepared such a great gift for you, but you're more excited about Lewis following
I
you.
know. I know. I was like, what?
I don't care about that. Look at this.
Yeah. It was nuts. But yeah, there's
That is nuts.
Yeah.
So what else is coming up in your world then?
Oh my God, touring. I'm playing Lollapalooza in July, which I'm so excited about. Your festival. You got a couple tours that I'm yet to announce that I'm really excited about. And just some, I don't know, just getting back into that world and putting out more. I have another video coming out for the EP for Wannabe. I'm just like really excited about all that stuff and seeing people again. I don't know, seeing people at shows and meeting fans and just all that fun stuff. I'm really excited.
I love it. You've hit the ground running and you're continuing to sprint. I love it. Woo! Oh, renforshort, it's been so lovely to speak to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you so much.